You're in my world now. Welcome to this 3x3 Supercharged sand door tutorial. This door will work in versions 1.9 through 1.11 as of the recording of this video. It's perfect for if you have a cliffside or a wall side base entrance that you want to remain flush, as all the redstone is underground. This is a modification of the TheDukeMinecraft's 6x6 Supercharged sand door with a few components moved around and or adjusted. On one side of the door it is a 4x5 area under the redstone, on the other it is a 6x5 area with a little knob of redstone sticking out, as well as the input line, which must end up here wherever you want to put your inputs. There is a slight issue where the door can break, but it requires rapid pulse to be sent to the input, which results in the door trying to open when it's already open. As you can see, it pushes these blocks out of the way. Now, there is a fix to that particular problem, and in order to do that, you simply replace these 3 blocks here with something immovable and place the redstone on top. It is still possible for the door to break, but all it will do is push the redstone out of the way. In order to fix it at this point, all you need to do is take the sand out and reset the door and replace the redstone. In this chest are all the materials you'll need to build this, so let's get started. To begin, we're going to go 7 blocks below the entrance, 4, 5, 6, 7, and build a 3 wide platform directly below the door. Make sure it's perfectly below it, and then behind that, you'll want to have a 2x3 platform 1 space away. And at the back of the 2x3 platform, you want 3 dust, and in front of that, 3 repeaters, each on 2 ticks, and then 3 more repeaters directly under the door on 1 tick. In front of the repeaters directly below the door, we're going to want to put 3 blocks sticking out of them, and then behind those same repeaters, 3 more blocks. On top of those 3 blocks, we'll want repeaters, each on 2 ticks. And then behind those repeaters, 3 more blocks. On top of those 3 blocks, we want 3 redstone dust, a torch out of the middle of the back, a block behind the left dust and on top of it, and off the block behind the left dust, another torch. Next, we'll want to take 3 blocks off of that top block, put redstone dust on those 3 blocks, and a repeater on the block we put them out of, on 2 ticks. The closing circuit is now installed. Next we'll want to add the pistons. We'll put 3 sticky pistons underneath those 3 blocks that we just added. And then on top of the 3 blocks the bottom repeaters are pointing into, 3 more sticky pistons. And then on top of those repeaters, 3 normal pistons. Next we'll want to come around here and install the timing circuit. We want to put a redstone dust on this block, a block above it and to the side of it, and then 5x2 blocks coming out of the side of that. Next up, we'll want to put a redstone dust next to this block that's sticking up, 4 comparators coming out of that, a redstone trail circling back around, and then another comparator into the final block there. Next up, we'll build our input line. We want to put a block coming off of this dust here, and we want to put a line of blocks diagonal to that with 1 coming out of the middle, a sticky piston in this corner, a block on top of that sticky piston, a repeater on 2 ticks between the 2 blocks and 1 tick coming out of this other block, a block off of that repeater, a dust out of that block, and a torch off the middle block. Next up, we'll add a sticky piston off of this dust here so that it can grab this block. And we'll add a slab next to this piston here with a repeater going into the block. And that's the input. Next up, we'll want the line of redstone to go from the input to the opening mechanism. So we put one slab off the torch, then 3 slabs next to that, a sticky piston facing up, and 3 more slabs beyond that. On top of the slabs, we're going to put a dust here, here, and here, a repeater to separate the signals out, a block on top of this sticky piston, 2 more dust, and then 1 more repeater. At this point, we'll want to add our sticky pistons in for the opening mechanism. So we're going to put 3 along the ceiling, 3 along the slab, and then 3 in the middle. Coming out from the middle pistons, we're going to add a 2x3 and then add 1 more block off to the side, and then the same thing 2 blocks below. Next, we're going to add redstone along the line of 4 blocks and repeaters on 2 ticks into the pistons. For the final step, what we're going to do is add in the sand. We want to add it in the closed position, as we cannot break the door closing or opening from the closed position, but we can break the door opening from the open position. And now to wire it up to open and close, just run some redstone into your input here. I'm just going to do this to demonstrate that it works. And that is the 3x3 Supercharged sand ore tutorial. You can actually make this up to 3x14. You just need to extend it out this direction. Clone each slice. Need the repeaters 2 ticks facing the correct directions. Repeater, dust, dust, sticky piston, normal piston, 3 sticky pistons, blocks, repeaters, dust, dust, sand. And there we've got it. 3x4. This will go up to 3x14. Additionally, you can raise it so that the floor is at this height instead. You just need to add 1 more row of sand, and that will actually give you enough room to more freely navigate in your input line, as you can now have the blocks and the dust. Just be careful not to cross any other lines. If you liked this video or found it helpful, a like or comment would be appreciated. A download of the structure file will be in the description below. Make sure to add it to your World Structures folder and load it up to check it out. A link to the TheDukeMinecraft channel will also be in the description, so don't forget to check that out as well. Thank you for watching, and God bless.